Hey everybody, we're going to start our comprehension lesson today. It's going to be a little different than when we're in class because we're on the computers, but I want you guys to just do your best to stay with me and we can do this together, alright? Alright, today we are going to be reading a story called Enric, Sala, Marine Ecologist. Scientists study things. A marine ecologist is a scientist who studies living things in the sea or ocean. They study how the ocean plants and animals live with their surroundings. Marine means something from the sea. And this is our comprehension strategy today. Good readers activate background knowledge. They think about what they already know about a topic. We will do that today by just reading the headings. Good readers also summarize what they read. They think about the important information in the paragraphs that told about the heading. Okay, so today I'm going to be reading this story to you and you can follow along with me with the video, but every so often I'm going to tell you to pause and I want you to go back to your slides, and sometimes I'll be typing on the slides and you won't have to pause, but if I tell you to pause, that means you're going to have to think about what you read and type your answer in the slides. That will make more sense in a minute, okay? So I want everybody to find this slide right here. All right, make sure it says Enric, Sala, Marine Ecologist, and yours will probably look a little different than mine, but I want you to listen to me as I read the story. Well, first we're just going to look. The heading is Enric, Sala, Marine Ecologist. And we're activating background knowledge, so we're going to think about what we already know. And I know, because we talked about it, that marine means something from the ocean. Okay, and now we're going to read so that we can summarize. Okay, we're on this page. Enric Sala has always wondered about things that live in the ocean. When he was young, he loved to swim. He liked to watch all kinds of animals and plants through his mask. He wanted to be an underwater explorer. Today, Mr. Sala is a marine ecologist. He studies how underwater plants and animals relate to each other. He learns how they need each other to stay alive. Okay, I'm going to go back to my slide and now I'm going to summarize. And summarize is just a short little, it's like I'm telling you what happened on that page or in the story. So I know Enric Sala is a marine ecologist. He studies how, I spelled that wrong. He studies how underwater plants and animals relate to each other. Okay, now I want you guys to go to the next slide and it should look like this. Underwater cities. Okay, we're going to keep reading and go to the next page. Okay, and this is just underwater cities. Okay, I want you to think about that. We just read the heading. And what do we know about underwater cities? I want you to think for a minute. Okay, I used to watch SpongeBob. And he lives in an underwater city with other kinds of fish. All right, we're going to read that page. Maybe you thought of a different underwater city, and that's okay. If you want to type something underneath of mine that you thought of, a different underwater city, you can do that. Okay, let's read that page. Mr. Sala studies coral reefs in the Pacific Ocean. A coral reef is like an underwater city. Thousands of plants and animals live there. They compete for food and space. Coral reefs are beautiful. They are also easily harmed. Okay, now we're going to summarize what we read. Okay, so I'm typing Mr. Sala studies coral reefs, which are an underwater city for plants and animals. The reef provides food and space. Okay, now I want you guys to go to the next slide, all right? and we're gonna read this one together. Okay, the heading is Reefs and Humans. I want you to pause the video here. So pause the video and go back to your slides. Okay, I'm gonna give you a second to pause it. You should be looking at your slides now. Okay, now I want you to look at Activate Background Knowledge, and I want you to write, so what do you know about reefs and humans? I want you to click right here and type it in. Pause the video while you type, and when you're done typing, I want you to unpause the video and listen to me read that page, okay? So pause it right now and finish typing. Okay, let's read that page. Mr. Sala also studies how people's actions can change coral reefs. Sometimes people pollute the water or overfish. That changes the way all living things connect to one another. Coral reefs can become damaged. Then many animals must find new homes. Some animals just disappear. Mr. Sala wants to prevent this. Okay, when you go back to your slides, you should have typed something here, and I want you to summarize what we just read. Okay, remember, he wants people to know how things damage the reefs. Okay, so I want you to type what happened on that page. If you need to go back and listen, pause the video here and type in your summary. Okay, let's move on. Okay, we're on the last slide. It says all parts matter. Okay, we're going to read that heading. All parts matter. I'm going to go back to your slide. I want you to think about, what does that mean to you? All parts matter. What does that remind you of? Type it in right here. Pause the video if you need to. When you're done typing, unpause the video and we will read the page to summarize. Okay, it looks like you finished typing. We're going to read the page. Mr. Sala believes that all living things in a coral reef should be kept safe. Underwater ecosystems are like airplanes. Mr. Sala says they need all of their parts to function. Who wants to travel on a plane knowing 5 or 10 parts are missing? To take better care of marine habitats, we first have to study them. It's the only way to understand the full impact humans have on these places, Mr. Sala says. Okay, I want you to go back to your slides, and I want you to type your summary, what just happened on that page. Okay, it needs to be at least one sentence. You can do a little more if you want, just make sure it fits in the box. Okay, and if you want to read that story again, you can, but good job. Thanks for watching or listening, and I want you to finish the rest of your assignment, and have a good day. Bye.